You're exhausted from making Christmas magical for everyone else. You've poured yourself into family festivities and maybe even hit your breaking point. And now it's January and you're desperate for a change. You're tired, overwhelmed, and feeling the weight of perimenopause. Uh, Literally. You've been here before. We've all been here before. You've tried the quick fixes, lost the weight, and what happened? You gained it all back. Let's talk about why this year needs to be different. Welcome back to Midlife Hormone Crisis podcast, where we tackle strategies to avoid the symptoms, insanity, and whole body breakdown of perimenopause. I'm Jennifer Pickett, and if you're constantly asking yourself, is this a midlife crisis or is it just my hormones? Well, you're in the right place. And I know exactly how you're feeling right now. You're exhausted from pouring every ounce of yourself into making the holidays magical for everyone else. But now it's January, and all of those feelings of guilt and shame start creeping in. The guilt for letting things slide, the shame for not having it all figured out, and just the frustration of not knowing what to do next. Maybe you've even tried asking your doctor for help, only to be told, hey, your labs are normal. It's isolating, it's overwhelming. What you really need right now is someone who will level with you, someone who's honest and not just trying to sell you the next big thing. You deserve clarity and a real plan that works for your body, your hormones, and your life. So, this makes me think of a story that just kind of happened over the holidays. I was doing some shopping with my son, who's almost 18. Um, and we went to White House Black Market, a nice clothing store. And I wanted to look at jeans. I'm working on my weight and I need some jeans to be a little bit more comfortable. So I'm looking at blue jeans and I try some on. They fit, and poor JD, like I go out of the dressing room. I'm like, hey, come look at these. Give me your honest opinion. Tell me what you think. So he comes to look at the jeans. I'm like, I just don't know. I mean, they fit, but are they flattering? That's the thing. Like, are they flattering on my body type? So I'm asking him, and then the sales lady, who's a much older woman, she's like, "You're not sure about those," and I was like, "No, I'm not." She said, "You're not sure about the little embellishment on the pockets," and I was shocked because she was right on. That's exactly what I wasn't sure about. It had this nice little like kind of chain, like sparkly embellishment on the hip pockets. Well, the hips is not the area I want to draw attention to. And so, even though I hadn't identified what I didn't like about the jeans, this salesperson, instead of just trying to sell me something and saying, "Oh, no, they look great. You need to get them," she said, "Yeah, you're not sure about the embellishment on the hip pockets. That's why you don't like them." And I appreciated that so much, that real honesty, because I felt like she was kind of looking out for me. I wouldn't have been happy with those jeans. Yeah, they fit, but they weren't flattering. So I'm here to tell you about some things that will fit for you, that are going to help your body, and not just try to like sell you something. Okay. So before we dive in, I do have something very exciting to share. This year, starting in 2025, I'm hosting a free monthly midlife masterclass. And the first one is happening on January the 15th, 7 p.m. Central. And just stick around to the end of the episode because I'm going to explain about this free midlife masterclass. It will be a different topic every month. But this month is one that I know you're going to want to hear about. It is Bye Bye Menopause Belly, hormone hacks for a flatter tummy. So trust me, you do not want to miss this. So I'm here to be your guide. I'm here to be your friend. I'm here to tell you what things are like out there, like what you need to hear, not just to like flatter you. Like I want to tell you, I want this to be a place where you can come and get like straight talk with no BS. For the love, it's such a confusing world out there. And you are already overwhelmed. You are desperate for answers. This time of year, you've got companies and influencers, they've been preparing for this moment all year long. Their marketing campaigns, their advertising, because January is their Super Bowl. They know exactly how to prey on your guilt, your shame, and that nagging fear that nothing will ever change. They've perfected the art of selling you those quick fixes and empty promises, playing on your absolute desperation to make you believe that this one thing will be the solution. Here's the truth. Real change doesn't come from gimmicks or magic bullets. It comes from understanding your body, your hormones, and what works for you. So, I want to give you insight into that. So, let's talk about the red flags to watch out for so you don't fall victim to their tricks again. Like, didn't you do that last year? Didn't you try something and you may have lost weight, but it all came back? So, let's not get into that same predicament this year. Let's talk about these red flags. There are 12 total. Let's look at the first one: eat less and move more. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like, you know this already, but this outdated mantra, it really oversimplifies our very complex hormonal and metabolic shifts that happen in midlife. You need to eat differently and move differently, okay? And remember, if you cut calories too drastically or over exercise, that is going to backfire, okay? You're going to have repercussions with your adrenal glands, your thyroid. That's going to leave you more fatigued, more frustrated, and stuck more than ever before. So, midlife requires a different strategy. And for the love, can we stop with the eat less, move more? Number two, one size fits all. Everybody's body is different. Every woman's body is unique and different, especially right now during midlife. And those hormones are wildly fluctuating. Those hormones are wildly fluctuating depending on what age you are. They are in a state of dramatic decline. These programs that promise the same results for everyone, guess what? They ignore the unique needs of your body. This just leads to more frustration and disappointment. It leads to more like shame of what's wrong with me? Girl, it's not you, it's the stupid program. Okay. That's why they make all this money every single year, year after year after year. If it was a good enough program, you wouldn't need it ever again. Okay. Because it's all about lasting change. It's all about personalized solutions, and that is the only way to create lasting change. That's what we're going for here. Number three, too good to be true promises. If it sounds too good to be true, guess what, friend? It is. These big claims giving you a specific number. Lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, or this one trick will fix everything. It preys on your desperation and it offers nothing that is sustainable. Your friendly reminder, the straight talk with no BS, real change, it takes time, effort, and the right strategies adapted to your midlife body. Number four, and this is a big red flag for me because remember, this is my world that I live in. So I'm constantly looking at what all the other junk out there. Before and after photos. Before and after photos are always a little bit of a red flag for me. Okay, so it's always a little bit tempting because it gets your attention. Oh, it's so tempting, it gets your attention. But when you have a coach, an influencer, somebody that is focusing just on a before and after picture, focusing just on numbers, just on the scale, that is a recipe for disaster. Okay, because there's a lot of benefits that we're trying to get. We're trying to improve our health. We want to prevent disease. And that can be a lot different than just necessarily what you see on the outside. A lot of times we see benefits that happen on the inside. You're feeling better, you're sleeping better, things are starting to shift inside, your inflammation levels are going down, and that isn't necessarily reflected on the scale. So, this is more about your overall health. And that surface level result also leads to a lot of self criticism. Do not sabotage yourself. Your journey is so much more than how you look, it is how you feel and your overall health improvements. Number five, magic bullet products. You're going to hear about all of them. You're going to walk into Target. There's going to be a ton right in front. And right behind that is going to be the bathing suits in January. Mark my words. You're going to think about me when you walk into Target next. So, whether it's a tea, a shake, a supplement, a detox product, all of these things claim to fix everything. That is a red flag. True transformation comes from addressing the root cause and making overall lifestyle changes, not relying on a single product. It will never, ever be, mark my words, it will never be one thing that fixes you. It doesn't work that way. I have spent years researching this. I've spent years coaching women, being in this area, and y'all, it's not one thing. It is not one thing. Number six, severe calorie restriction and extreme fasting. Starving your body or fasting for a really long time without a specific plan, it may give you some quick results, but it's going to wreak absolute havoc on your thyroid, your adrenal glands, your overall metabolism. These extreme approaches, this extreme restriction, typically leads to binging. Has anybody else done that? I know I'm not the only one. So we want to make sure that anything we use is sustainable, because that extreme approach is going to lead to burnout. It's going to lead to hormone imbalance and long term weight gain. Sustainable is what we're looking for. Sustainable nutrition is all about nourishment. What can I feed myself so that I feel good? I have energy. I'm sleeping good at night. I feel like, hey, I've got a little bit of energy in me to like go lift weights. This is about sustainable efforts. Number seven, everybody's going to be pushing supplements right now. Everybody. So, number seven is a ton of supplements. Red flag. Taking a ton of supplements, a handful of supplements without any guidance into what is going on with your body, it really could do more harm than good. A lot of that harm can just come to like your wallet. Uh, we want your supplementation to be personalized to your specific needs. This needs to be based on testing and expert recommendations, insight into what your symptoms are, what's going on in your body, looking at lab work, stool testing, hormone testing. There is not a one size fits all. There's just not. And so, if you're going to spend the money in supplements, first of all, you want it to be very good quality supplements. You want to make sure that you need that supplement and it needs to be customized to you. Okay. So, a program that's offering a ton of supplements and you've got to have all of this, and that's just going to fix everything. Again, another magic bullet approach. That's a red flag. Number eight, unqualified coaches. There we go. Unqualified coaches. Be cautious. Run like the wind away from all of these folks who, with little experience or training, especially those who have no experience, no training, no education on midlife women. Your body is unique and different, and you need a very specific, customized approach from someone who is trained and educated specifically in midlife women's hormones. I thought I knew before. I was amazed at what I did not know. So, right now, you're in a phase you don't even know what you don't know, because this specific stage of life, excuse me, requires expertise in hormones, metabolism, functional health. And you want to work with someone who really understands the root causes of your symptoms. And that is absolutely essential. It is okay to ask questions. And it is, and it also, like, I personally, I want someone who not has just been trained, but has kind of been through it. So if you're looking at some of these really young influencers and they're giving you advice on perimenopause, well, they haven't been through it yet. So that's what I'll say about that. Number nine, extreme workouts. Extreme workouts. These programs that push like daily high intense workouts, excessive cardio, again, that is oxidative stress. That is going to leave your body stressed and inflamed. You're probably going to burn out. You're trying to go from one extreme to another, maybe not exercising hardly at all to doing this extreme program. It's not going to work. So let's do something different. Will benefit more from a balanced plan that focuses primarily on weight training, does have some restorative movement in there, does have some like light cardio in there, and recovery time to support muscle growth and hormone health. Number 10, influencers promoting diets. A lot of times, those influencers don't even know what they're promoting, they're just being paid. Remember, January is prime time. A lot of these folks have no experience, no expertise, do not understand what a midlife woman needs. You got an influencer posting one particular supplement or scoop of greens or whatever you want. Like, I mean, they don't know, y'all. They're just trying to sell a product, okay? They're getting some big kickbacks from that. That's not going to be the way to go. Red flag. Number 11, any program that ignores the value of sleep and stress management. You've heard me say it so many times before. Should not be a shock to you, but most of these programs focus primarily on diet and exercise, and it really overlooks how restorative and important sleep is. Remember, that's when you detoxify, and how important stress management and nervous system support is. These are essential components for your overall hormonal health. So without addressing these foundational pieces, you will continue to struggle, and you will continue to struggle to see lasting results. I don't care how hard you work. So again, I'm going to tell it to you straight. Number 12, ignoring emotional and mental health. There is something about midlife, and it seems like we learn more about ourselves. It seems like a lot of mental and emotional issues kind of come to the surface. We know that hormonal decline greatly affects the brain. And so, any program that is going to ignore that is a red flag. Perimenopause and midlife are very much as much emotional as they are physical. You've got to address all of that. So if we ignore the impact of mental health, like stress and anxiety and mood swings, you're just going to feel unsupported, and you're going to continue to be stuck. Um, True health is holistic. You've heard me say it before. It's holistic. It is caring for your body, mind, and your soul. So those are the 12 red flags. Let's get into what you need to consider before making some changes, right? I mean, like I just told you what all to look out for, but here's some things that you need to consider. I'll tick through these real quick. Number 1, do you need a program? Do you need to invest in something right now? So, here's what I want you to do. Take a step back. Ask yourself, do I need the structure and the support of a program? Or are there some manageable changes? Are there some simple changes that I can start to implement on my own? Now, programs can be really incredibly helpful if they're designed for your unique needs, but it's very important that they align with where you are in life right now. So don't make the investment in anything until you've considered, am I willing to do what the program's asking me to do? And create those long term sustainable changes, but also like, do I need to hit the pause button and work on a few things? Number 2, what lifestyle factors are realistic for you to tackle right now? Be honest with yourself, be honest about your current capacity. If your schedule is just crazy chaotic, maybe just focusing on one little micro habit, one little thing, like improving your sleep, making sleep a priority, adding more protein to your meals. That might be the most realistic starting point for you. Those small, consistent changes, those little micro habits do really add up over time. You don't really need a program to accomplish that. There might be some things that you can go ahead and tackle right now before you invest in a program. Number three, what can I do today? We think big, we think extreme, especially this time of year. We're feeling guilty. We're like, okay, I'm gonna do it this time. We just want to like rip off the band-aid, and we're just thinking like extreme, right? Like the 75 hard programs and all this, all the extreme stuff. Well, how long does the extreme last you? Instead, I want you to think, what can I do today? What can I do today? Sometimes the extremes, it feels very overwhelming and we shut down. So taking action and starting small makes all the difference in the world. Maybe it's like, okay, I need to start drinking more water. I need to start my day by getting outside. I need to take a short walk. Or maybe saying no to a commitment for the love. We need to start setting boundaries, women. Am I the only one working on this? So focus on one thing you can do right now, today, to move the needle in the right direction. Number four, take some time to consider and reflect what worked for me last year. What felt good? What was effective in my health journey? Um, and what made a difference? Build on those wins. Keyword is build. Build on those wins, no matter how small they may seem. And number five, I want you to consider what didn't work. What didn't work? This is where honesty with yourself is key. Be truthful with yourself about what felt unsustainable, unrealistic, stressful, or just did not yield results. Understanding you makes a big difference. Understanding what doesn't work helps you avoid the same mistakes over and over and over, and focusing on what truly benefits yourself, your health, and yourself. So, after reflecting on what will truly work for you, it's just time to be honest about the support that you need. I'm going to tell you the hormone huddle is not for everyone. That's intentional, okay? It is not for the quick fix girly who just wants a fast answer. um the messages that I get, just tell me what to do real quick. It's not for those people. It is for someone who wants to dig deeper. This is for the proactive woman who is ready to take ownership of her health. She's tired of the BS. She's done all the things. She's ready to dig deep. And it's for the woman who is tired of band aid solutions and empty promises. It's for the woman who wants a functional medicine approach to tackle hormone imbalances at the root of what's really happening. So, if you're serious about real lasting change, this is what you're looking for. So, when we're looking at the hormone huddle, we're talking about real help and real answers. Because let's face it, the quick fixes are not working here. You're not getting the support you need. You're not getting the answers you need. You're not getting the help you need. You're tired of being told, oh, your labs look normal. You know something's off. That's where the hormone huddle comes in. It is designed for women who are ready to dig deep and get real solutions for their hormone health. So here's what makes it different. Let me tell you real quick what makes it different: the testing you deserve. No more guessing. We uncover what's really going on with your hormones and your gut health. Okay. So we're looking at extensive lab work viewed through the lens of functional medicine. We're looking at the GI map stool test, the Dutch hormone test, really good testing that you deserve. Personalized plans from supplements to symptom relief. Everything is tailored to you because you're unique and different. I don't use a cookie cutter approach here. And expert guidance, one on one coaching, group sessions, guest experts covering the menopause hot topics that like you really care about, like hormone replacement therapy. Also, a supportive community. It's lonely. When you're struggling with your health, it is so lonely and isolating. So you're going to be surrounded by women who get it, and they're here to cheer you on as you cheer them on. And finally, the best tools for success: self paced video modules that let you learn at your own speed and actually make progress. So, can we move past the quick fixes and get the answers that and support that you deserve? So, here's what I want you to do. I just want you to go check it out. thehormonehuddle.com. And if it looks like you're like, okay, I need to, like, I want to investigate this further, fill out an application. Once your application is approved, then you and I will schedule a discovery call, because this is a very important investment and you want to make sure it's the right investment for you. It's the right program for you. So once your application is approved, you and I will have a discovery call. You can ask me the tough questions. I'm an open book. I want you to get the help you need and the help you deserve. And here's the thing: if you are not quite ready to dive into a program like the Hormone Huddle, don't worry, I still have something for you. This year, I'm kicking off a free monthly series called the Midlife Master Class. This is where we tackle all the midlife health topics that nobody really fully addresses, but every woman needs to know. So this month, kind of timely, right? We're starting with the big one: Bye Bye Menopause Belly, hormone hacks for a flatter tummy. I'll be sharing very practical, realistic strategies to help you understand what's really going on behind that stubborn belly fat and how to make changes that stick. So you have to register for that class. You can do that by going to bit.ly /by Meno Belly. So let me spell that out for you. BYE Meno, MENO Belly, BELLY. So bit.ly, bit.ly /by Meno Belly. So that is the short link. So you can access the registration link for that free class. It's happening on January 15th, 7 p.m. Central, and it's completely free. All you have to do is sign up to get the Zoom link. I don't want you to miss it. So I'm excited to see you on the 15th. As we wrap up, I want to thank you for spending time with me today on the Midlife Hormone Crisis podcast. Remember, you don't have to navigate this chaotic season of life alone. So whether it's spotting red flags, finding the right support, or just taking that first small step, you have what it takes to make real, lasting change. So don't forget to sign up for this month's class, Bye Bye Menopause Belly, and let's tackle this journey together, because you know what, friend? You're worth it.